Hola clase, buenas tardes, buenas tardes. I say good afternoon because this is lunes el cuatro de mayo. Son las cuatro de la tarde. Okay, it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Son las 4:15. It's about quarter after 4. As you can see, I'm wearing my España shirt. Okay, it says Viva with the Spanish flag. Viva means kind of long live or hooray for. All right, hooray for Spain. As you know, I love Spain. Me encanta España. Viva España. So I've spent a lot of time over there, and I'm a big fan. So that's why I'm wearing this T-shirt. In Chapter 4, we talk about Spain a lot. The El País de Enfoque, the country that we focus on, is for the section of culture, La Cultura de España. Okay, so I've also got some Spanish guitar playing on my phone over there. So hopefully that'll help set the ambiance. Okay. All right, guys. For this video, I'm really going to focus on the I'll do a little bit of the culture at the end in English, although you could read it over. We talked about it in class. But I'm going to really focus on the grammar for this video. I'm not going to go over any of the vocab because we went over it in class. Most of it's really self-explanatory. Just study your list. Make sure you take your Quizlet for the vocabulary and all that stuff. Make sure you study that. That is a minor grade for you, a vocab quiz grade for you. Anyway, we're going to focus on the grammar on this video, okay? So let's have a look at page 134 and 135. We're going to start off with the verbs that behave like gustar, los verbos como gustar, okay? So remember, let me draw your attention back for a second. Earlier in the course, we talked about gustar. If you want to say I like something, literally you're saying, for me, it's pleasing, okay? Repeat after me. A mí me gusta, okay? A mí me gusta. I like coffee, for example, okay? A mí me gusta el café. I also like tea. A mí me gusta el té. Now, we're using, this is muy importante, very important. We use the indirect object pronouns for this, okay? This is an indirect construction. I can't say that enough, an indirect construction. So if you look at 135, you have a review of your IOPs, your indirect object pronouns, to or for someone. Say it with me. A mí me, okay? Repitan, por favor. A mí me gusta. A mí me gusta el café. A mí me encanta el café. All right. You like it. A ti te gusta. Say it, everybody. A ti te gusta. All right. If you're talking to your friend and you know that he or she really loves, chocolate, you could say a ti te gusta el chocolate or te encanta el chocolate. Now you can abbreviate it. You can keep it short. Te encanta. Te gusta. You don't necessarily need to have the indirect object. You do not necessarily have to have the stress pronoun. Okay. A mí me, a ti te gusta. But they often will put it in for clarity or emphasis, okay? You can also have someone's name, third person now. Let's say your friend Miguel loves music. A Miguel le gusta la música. So your pronoun, your IOP is going to be le in that case. Have a look at the top of 135. You have your little chart for the indirect object pronouns. You have the purple chart there, okay? Le gusta. A Miguel le gusta el café. A Miguel le gusta la música. You could say el flamenco. Flamenco is really the famous style of music and dance associated with Spain. It came from like the gypsy culture, has some Arabic influences there, but it's a long story. But it's really popular in the south of Spain and Andalusia, especially around Seville, Granada, and also Malaga, some of these places in the south, okay? So a Miguel le gusta, okay? Or you could have someone's name, a Maria le gusta, or a ella le gusta. Same thing for usted. A usted le gusta el café. A usted le gusta la música, la guitarra española, el flamenco, whatever it is. A usted le gusta. All right, we like it. A nosotros nos gusta. Your pronoun is nos. Nos gusta. So, if you want to say we like music, nos gusta la música. Okay. In Spain, you guys like it. Os gusta. They use vosotros in Spain. Try everybody. Os gusta. Okay, don't worry about that one though. It's not going to be on the test. All right. They like it. Ellos, sorry. Ellos, ellas, ustedes, les gusta. Okay, so if you said something like a mis amigos, if you want to say my friends like, I don't know, my friends like chocolate. A mis amigos les gusta el chocolate. A ellos les gusta el chocolate. All right, those are some examples, okay? You can also, again, someone's name, right? A Miguel y a Maria les gusta la música de guitarra, les gusta el piano, les gusta la clase, whatever, okay? So let me stress this again, your IOPs. This is muy importante. Indirect object pronouns. Me, te, le, nos, os, les. Okay? Now, folks, if what you like is plural, add the N. Les gustan. So, for example, they like cats. Les gustan los gatos. They like dogs. Les gustan los perros. Okay? If you want to say I like animals in general. A mí me gustan los animales. Okay, so that was just a breve repaso, a brief review for you. Now we have these verbs on the bottom of 135. This is muy importante. This is part of your test for chapter 4. We have verbs that behave like gustar. Okay, repeat after me. Say it with me. Encantar. Okay, this is to love something, basically. Like you're saying this thing enchants me. I love it so much. All right. For example, I love music. So a mí me encanta la música. I think I told you in class that the jingle for McDonald's in Spanish is para pam 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 me encanta. It's like saying I'm loving it or I love it. Me encanta. Okay. Now we have the verb fascinar, to fascinate someone. Okay. Try everybody. Le fascina. So the example on 135. A Ana le fascinan esos sitios de web. Okay, she's fascinated by. She loves them. Le fascinan los sitios de web. Okay. The top one, I love technology. Me encanta la tecnología because la tecnología is singular. Me encanta. Okay. To be important, to matter, to mind. Okay. Importar. Okay. Nos importa tener acceso a internet. Okay. We care about that. It matters to us. We care about having access to internet. The whole tener acceso thing is considered singular. It's an infinitive. So we care about that. Nos importa. Try everybody. Nos importa. All right. For example, I care about, you might say I care about languages. So me importan los idiomas. Okay. Or I care about students. Me importan los estudiantes. Okay. I had a student years ago from Colombia where I was like helping her after class, and she looked at me and she said, "Te importa la gente," right? And that was one of the biggest compliments I ever got. It's like she was like saying, "You care about people." La gente, Gente, is singular in Spanish, even though it means people. So she said to me, "A ti," or she said, "Te importa la gente," right? You care about people. I think I told you about my high school Spanish teacher, the kid who was always complaining or he always had like this lame excuse. She would be like, "No me importa," right? She was like, "Kyle, no me importa." Like, I don't care about that. Right? Some examples here. Te importa si usamos la computadora? Does it matter? Do you care? Te importa? Nos importa. Okay. To be interested, or to be interesting for somebody, interesar. Okay. Personally, I like to follow politics, so I would say, a mí me interesa la política, because I find it interesting. So just like me gusta, I'm saying me interesa. Ellos, if you want to say they care about social networking, right? Las redes sociales or social networking sites like Facebook or Insta or whatever. So a ellos les interesan las redes sociales. So they care about them. Okay. And then the next one, let me preface this by saying this is a very innocent verb in Spanish, molestar. Molestar is to bother, to annoy. Nos molestan las computadoras viejas. We care, old computers bother us. You could say that. All right, let me give you some examples now, guys. You can check your understanding. All right. If you want to say I love coffee, a mí, okay, el café. ¿Cómo se dice I love coffee? Me encanta. Try saying everybody, me encanta. Me encanta el café. It's me because it's for me, to me, and el café is singular. Okay. Número dos. I care about watches. Sometimes you guys know I collect pocket watches, so I care about them. I love old watches. Los relojes. ¿Cómo se dice? A mí me encantan. Okay, me encantan los relojes. I care about them. I could say me fascinan, like they fascinate me, or I love them. Me encantan. I could just say me gustan, but it's my hobby, so I would say me encantan. Okay, Trace. If you want to say he cares about politics, say your friend, say your dad or your uncle, or maybe your brother that watches MSNBC or Fox News or listens to NPR. He cares about it. Okay, or she. Le is your pronoun, right? Le, to or for him. So he or she cares. Le importa la política. La política is singular, okay? In Spanish, la política. So that's why it's le importa. All right, try everybody, le importa. Next up, we love cinema. A nosotros nos fascina. It's fascinating for us, cinema. El cine nos fascina, okay? I'm part of a club where we watch like movies in Spanish at the little theater. So we all care about Italian cinema. Nos fascina. It fascinates us. Nos fascina el cine. Because el cine is singular. Okay? How about this one? My mom, I know, you are bothered by losing access to the internet. You don't like to lose access. So the whole thing of perder el acceso would bother you, right? A ti, if you do that, if that happens to you, it bothers you. A ti te molesta. Try everybody, te molesta. Te molesta perder acceso. Okay, muy bien. So all these examples I gave you here are the answers. Okay, muy bien. How about number 6? I'll do some more here. My mom, I told you in class, my mom, I've never played reggaeton for my mom, but I don't think she'd like it. So I put, it bothers her, reggaeton. A mi madre, or a mi mamá, it bothers her. Let's try, guys. Le, because it's for her, right? So she doesn't like, it bothers her, reggaeton. I've never played reggaeton for her, but I'm sure it will bother her. So, a mi madre, le molesta. Try to very le molesta. El reggaeton is a singular noun, so that's why it's le molesta. Okay? Muy bien. Le molesta. Okay, you get the idea, all right? It bothers her. So if you liked it, it would be like le gusta, right? But le molesta. All right. Let's see. Here's another example. Your friend Adriana, she loves reggaeton, though. All right, in class, Adriana. So what would it be, everybody? Asia, she loves it. We have the verb encantar. We have the pronoun to her, which should be le. El reggaeton es singular. She loves it. You could say le gusta, but to make it even stronger, más fuerte, aún más fuerte, le encanta. Okay, every try it, le encanta. Adriana or Asia, le encanta el reggaeton. All right. My dad used to be a really big fan of Bob Marley. He likes reggae music. What would it be? Mi padre le gusta, but make it stronger. Le encanta el reggae. Muy bien. All right, some other examples. Okay, my student who said to me, you care about people. See if you remember. Importar. La gente is singular. She said, a ti te importa la gente. All right, te importa la gente. All right. I think it was one of those things where it's like she and I had like an informal relationship enough where she felt comfortable using the tu with me, tu form. So she said, "Te importa la gente." All right, you care about people. Number 10. What did my high school teacher used to say? I don't care. She could have said "me da igual" or "no me importa." In other words, that excuse you have, that singular excuse. I just remember she would always yell at him like "no me importa." He was like, "Señora, you know, I was too busy last night to do my homework," and blah, blah, blah. And she was just like, "No me importa." All right. Try everybody. No me importa. In other words, that thing you're telling me, whatever, I don't care. It's not important to me. All right. No me importa. You could also say me da igual. Like it's not your book, but it's a thing people say all the time. Like it's totally equal to me. Like it gives equal. Remember da? Try everybody. Me da igual. It's like I don't care at all. All right. Yeah. All right. Those are some examples. Again, let me remind you, you're going to use it just like Gustar, all these verbs. Make sure you use your IOPs, your indirect object pronouns. Me, te, le, nos, os, les. Your verbs in 135. You can use your stress pronouns if you want to. They're not absolutely necessary. A mí me gusta, a ti te gusta, and then someone's name, whoever le gusta. You get the idea, hopefully, okay? If you're confused, if you're really confused, email me and I can set up a time to go through this a little bit more with you, but hopefully you get the idea, okay? Don't forget, all of these, for our purposes in this class, they're all going to end in A or AN when you conjugate them. All right? So, you know, someone loving dogs, right? A ella le encanta su perro. Maybe she loves her dog singular, right? She has a dog named Spot. She loves her dog. A ella le encanta su perro, okay? But if you want to say generally she loves dogs, a ella generalmente le encantan los perros, or le encantan los animales. She loves animals in general. Generalmente le encantan los perros, okay, because dogs are plural. All right, folks, next section, I want to talk about ser and estar real fast. Please, por favor, have a look at page 138, okay? The easiest thing for me to tell you is that you use ser, or pardon me, Yeah, you use ser generally for permanent things, your professions. There's a little acronym we do sometimes. Stop and health. Let me back up though. The easiest thing for me to tell you is that you use a star for temporary condition and all location. So that's where we get the rhyme, right? How you feel or where you are. I always use the verb star. Location, temporary condition. Okay? Everything else is ser. That's the easiest way for me to explain it. Okay? Now, ser and a star, they both mean to be, right? Think back to chapter 1, I think. We had ser. Let's run through it real fast. I am. Yo soy, you are. To eres, eres. La usted, es. Okay, we are. Somos, or nosotros somos. Remember, you can leave off the pronoun. You could omit the pronoun if it's obvious who you're talking about, right? Somos amigos, okay? In Spain, it'd be vosotros sois. Don't worry about that one. And then they are, ellos, ellas, ustedes son, okay? Estar, have a look at 139. Estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, están. You can do it to the Mexican hat dance. Estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, están, okay? Anyway, all right. There's a little acronym I used to do sometimes when I taught high school Spanish, and it was stop and health. All right. So this first one is for ser. Go ahead and put this in your notes and study this. Use it for your test. Ser. Right? So we have stop. This is for this verb ser. Okay. Once again, soy, eres, es, somos, and son. If you need to refer to the conjugations again, have a look at back in chapter 1. Have a look at page 23. Página 23, okay? Page 23 if you need to. Anyway, we use ser for telling time. All right? Que hora es la una, son las cuatro y media. It's right now exactly 4:30, son las cuatro y media. We use ser for telling time. We also use it for the day of the week. Hoy es lunes el 4 de mayo. Mañana es martes. El día después es miércoles. So I think in your book, the example is hoy es miércoles. So we use ser for telling time, telling which day it is, the date, also what time it is, right? Que hora es, son las cuatro y media. All right, we use also ser for origins, okay? So I'll give you an example. I'm from Hilton originally. Soy de Hilton, right? It's my origin. Soy de Hilton. Soy norteamericano. Soy anglo. Some people would even say soy gringo. Okay? But yeah, professions. Soy profesor. All right, well, sorry, we'll get to that. But origin, soy de Hilton, all right, originally. P, let's go with professions. I just said it. Soy profesor. You guys would say soy estudiante. All right, so your profession, if you will, is that you are a student. Now, next chapter, starting in a couple days, on Wednesday, we're going to start all the professions. So if someone's an architect, he or she would say soy arquitecto or arquitecta, as the case may be. So we use ser for professions. Now the next P is, we've talked about this before, permanent. Okay? If something is more or less permanent, and by the way, your profession is more or less permanent, right? You're not going to go to bed a lawyer, wake up the next morning an architect, right? More or less permanent, so you use ser. If you want to say Michael Jordan es alto, right? Being tall is part of his personality, if you will, part of his permanent, permanent identity, right? Michael Jordan es alto. In other words, he's not gonna go to bed and wake up the next morning being bajo, right? If that were the case, it would be like a sta alto or a sta bajo, but that's not the case. It's more or less permanent, so use ser. Personality, if it's a permanent part of someone's personality, es simpático, es inteligente, es amable. He's a nice person, right? Es simpático or ella es simpática. Okay, you could say something like Jacqueline es simpática because it's part of her personality. Okay. Another P would be taking place. If you're talking about like where an event is taking place, only time you would use sort of location with ser. La fiesta es en mi casa. Okay, the party is taking place at my house. So la fiesta es en mi casa. It's taking place in my house, okay? Or la fiesta es en la biblioteca, or la discoteca. All right, if you're having a party in a club, right? La fiesta es en la discoteca, or in this case, la fiesta es en mi casa. All right, so let's stop. With Estar, I use the acronym HEALTH. All right, and I'll just briefly go over this with you. Okay, so here you go. Here's your acronym. Okay, the E stands for star. All right. Also, the H stands for health, like estoy bien or estoy enfermo. Somebody está enferma. If you want to say she is sick, está enferma. Okay. A stands for attitude, which, if you think about it, estar is your temporary verb anyway. So if you want to say somebody está feliz or está contento or contenta, their attitude right now, ahora, is that he or she is happy right now. That can change, right? Temporary. Use está for temporary stuff. So está contento. Say Rodrigo está contento. Maybe tomorrow he'll be unhappy, but right today he's just happy, right? Está contento. Okay, or you can say Jason está contento, está feliz, whatever, okay? L, well, we talked about this. We use a star for location. All right. ¿Dónde está Madrid? Está en España. ¿Dónde está Sevilla? Está en el sur de España, en Andalucía. All right. If a student is absent, I will often say, like, ¿Dónde está? All right. Like I might say, ¿Dónde está Miguel? Where's Michael? Right? ¿Dónde está? All right. Location. Right. Okay. T, the opposite of permanent. We use, obviously, temporary. All right. We use a star for temporary stuff. Está mal. Someone's doing badly, right? And there's overlap, right? Like we talked about health. Está mal. Temporary stuff, right? If temporarily someone's feeling bad today, right? Está mal. Está bien. Está contento, contenta. Someone's temporarily feeling nervous, right? You can say, tenemos examen. Tengo un examen. Tengo examen. Estoy nervioso. It's temporary stuff, okay? AH for happening now. This is something we'll tackle next chapter, but just something to keep in your back pocket for right now. Estoy estudiando. If I'm studying right now. This ando ending is what we call a gerund. Ando, A-N-D-O. Just keep in the back of your mind right now. A-N-D-O is like ing for AR verbs. So it's happening now. Estoy estudiando. Okay? So the H here would actually stand for happening now. Okay? Anyway, don't worry about that last one. Again, all the information you really need, guys, is on page 138. But this is one useful thing something you may find helpful or useful. This acronym health, right? Again, a star. Health, attitude, location, temporary condition, happening now. For these ones, use a star. All right. So again, stop and health. I didn't really talk about it in class, but there you have it. Okay, that may help you. All right. Again, we have a star, top of 139, all your conjugations. So when you're doing your take-home test that I emailed you already, it's a two-step process. Two-step process, guys. You have to look at the whole sentence. You have to figure out what it's saying. You can use your own on a dictionary if you need to. Okay? Figure out whether it's permanent or temporary, or if it's location. If it's temporary and location, use a star. Pretty much everything else you're going to use there. Make sure you figure out the verb and then conjugate accordingly. Okay? So let's do some examples. All right. I am a professor. If I say I'm a professor, what's going to be, guys? Yo, again, it's my profession. It's also rather permanent. I'm not going to wake up tomorrow to be an architect. Yo soy profesor. Try everybody. Repeat after me. Soy profesor. All right. A woman would say soy profesora. Perfecto. She is nervous right now. Ahora ella blank nerviosa. Think about the answer. Right now, temporarily, she is feeling nervous. Ella está nerviosa. Está nerviosa. Why? Porque? Because it's happening right now. It's also temporary condition. All right. So you use a star. Your subject is ella. So you have to conjugate accordingly. Ella está nerviosa. Trace, you are tall. All right. Imagine you're talking to someone on the basketball team, and he's like 6'6" or something. You're like, wow, you're really tall. You say tu blank alto or alta, right? For a female. You are. Well, I'll give you a hint. It's more or less permanent. So use ser. Conjugate accordingly. The subject is tu. You're directly addressing the person. Tu. Would you say estás or eres alto or alta? Tu eres. E-R-E-S. Everybody, eres. Repeat after me. Eres. Make that R like a quick D. Eres. All right. We are students. It's like your profession in Spanish. Nosotros somos. Say it with me, everybody. Somos estudiantes. Okay. Tenemos examen. We have a test today, and we're nervous. ¿Cómo se dice? Nosotros we're feeling nerviosos, perhaps nerviosas. Temporary condition. Say with me. Estamos nerviosos. Tenemos examen. Perfecto. Okay, 6. They're feeling happy today. Ellos, ahora, or hoy, they're feeling happy. Están contentos. Ellos están contentos. Or felices. But let's go with contentos. There's some examples, don't worry about this too much. There's some examples you use ser with feliz, like if you're happy, but don't worry about that. Let's just go with Estar for that. Están contentos. Están felices. Okay, they're feeling happy. How about number 7? I had some examples here that I wrote out ahead of time here. How would you say the guy is nice? Like that guy is really nice. Maybe Jason or Rodrigo or Jordan or Mike. He's really a nice guy. El Chico, you're saying he is, right? Being nice is pretty much a permanent part of their personality. It's kind of who they are. So it's permanente. You say he is nice. El Chico es simpático. Okay, yes. All right. El Chico es simpático. Say it with me. El Chico es simpático. All right. Are you sick? Ocho. Imagine you're working in a hospital and you're talking to an older Latino Spanish-speaking client. Usted? Are you enfermo or enferma? As the case may be. Temporary condition. Usted está enfermo o enferma. Okay. How about you guys are very smart? Ustedes, my students, mis estudiantes. You guys are very smart. Ustedes. Inteligentes. It's permanent part of your personality. Ustedes son inteligentes y simpáticos. Okay. How about finally number 10? I am feeling tired right now. Cansado or cansada. I'm feeling tired right now. Temporary condition, right? Is it going to be soy or estoy? Estoy, that's right. Estoy cansado. Or a female would say cansada, okay? Quiero dormir. Yo duermo, okay? Estoy cansado. So, quiero dormir. Okay, that's a little segue into the next part we have. Stem changers, all right? Let's talk about dormir. We're going to do some examples, and then you guys should do them on your test, okay? We did our practice test in the book today. Please, when you do your actual test, refer to the very end there. Was it page, what was it? We did it together in class. Anyway, it doesn't matter. No importa. At the end of the chapter. Anyway, you have it in the end of the chapter. Okay, so let's talk about dormir, okay? The O is going to go to a UE. However, the ending of the verb is going to stay the same. So your infinitive is dormir, right? This O is going to shift from O to UE for all of them in the main part of the verb, or the stem. Okay, I sleep. Is it dormo or duermo? I sleep. Repeat after me. Duermo. Yo duermo. Notice everybody, fíjense. The O goes to UE. So instead of dormo, now we have duermo. But you'll notice the end of the verb conjugation is the same from what you might normally expect from an IR verb. Consider last chapter we had escribir, we had vivir, right? O, es, e, imos, e, is, and en, right? So I sleep, duermo. ¿Cómo se dice you sleep? Tú duermes. Okay, L.A. usted sleeps. Duerme. Okay, you want to write these down and study them, okay? Duerme. Muy bien. Duermo, duermes, duerme. Muy bien. All right, we sleep. No stem change for dormir. Pardon me. No stem change for nosotros. This one is completely what you would normally expect. Dormimos. Say it with me, everybody. Dormimos. All right, don't worry about the next one. Vosotros. Dormís. Okay, that one, don't even worry about it. Ellos, ellas, ustedes, back to the boot, back to the shift, back to the O to UE shift. They sleep. Duerming. Okay? Say it with me, folks. Duerming. Muy bien. Duermo, duermes, duerme, dormimos, duerming. I'm going to skip right over vosotros. I just put on here for the heck of it. Okay? In case anybody ever goes to Spain or wants to study abroad in Spain or something. But anyway, everybody else can kind of ignore it. We're focusing more on Latin American Spanish, right? All right, now, check it out, guys. O to UE. Okay? All of them in the boot shift. When I say boot, what do I mean? from here over to here. Okay, watch the video that I sent you, and it kind of goes a little further into this. All right, so let me mark it in red marker here. Duermo, duermes, duerme, and duerming. All these ones have this shift. Okay. All right, and the so-called boot, O to UE. Notice the ending stays the same. O, es, e, imos, and n. So if you think back to vivir or escribir, compartir, those IR verbs, the endings of each conjugation are what we would normally expect. It's just that in the main part of the verb, O to UE shift for all the ones in the boot. Okay? Hopefully you're getting it. Duermo, duermes, duerme, dormimos, duerming. Let's do another one. Poder, to be able or can. Also O to UE. Say it with me, everybody. I can. Try everybody. Puedo. Puedo. And then two. ¿Cómo se dice? Puedes. He or she can. Él y usted. Puede. So, if on your test it said something like Marcos blank correr rápidamente, or Michael Phelps blank nadar rápidamente. Michael Phelps puede nadar rápidamente. He can. Él or ella, even usted, puede. So I can. Try everybody. Puedo. Say with me. Puedo. Tú puedes. Él y usted puede. Okay. See if you can come up with the next one. We can. Podemos. Say it with me. Podemos. Podéis. In Spain. Back to the boot. They're able. Ellos y ustedes. Pueden. All right. Once again. I'm just marking it in blue this time. Doesn't matter. But once again, we have the stem changers in a boot. Puedo. Puedes. Puede. Podemos. Pueden. All right. Let's talk about volver real quick. All right. Volver, to return or come back. All right. I come back. Yo vuelvo. All right. Volver. So again, folks, O shifting for volver, O to UE for all of them in the boot. All right. Say it with me. Vuelvo. I return. I come back. You could use regresar if you want, but people use volver as well. Vuelvo a mi casa. Okay. Vuelvo. Okay. Think about normal life. Okay. Yo vuelvo a mi casa a las 9 de la noche. At 9 o'clock at night, I usually, return home around that time, right? I'll go out and about after classes and do different things. Maybe hit the gym or whatever, and then vuelvo a mi casa. Okay? Tú, ¿cómo se dice? Vuelves. All right? Él y usted? Vuelve. Notice how the pattern is continuing, all right? Vuelvo, vuelves, vuelve. Here it's an ER verb, all right? And the endings are what we would expect. O, es, e, hemos, en. All right? Nosotros, remember, no stem change for nosotros. We return. Volver, volvemos. Say it again, everybody. We return. Try it. Volvemos. This would be just like, comemos or bebemos, right? Volvéis in Spain. Back to the shift. Ellos y ustedes vuelven. Okay, I'm underlining once again all the ones where you have this shift. O to UE. Vuelvo, vuelves, vuelve, and vuelven. Okay, volver to return. So you might see on your test. Tu blank a tu casa. Are you returning home? Tu, which one would you pick? Tu, are you returning home? Tu vuelves. Okay, how about my brother or my friend returns home? Mi amigo blank a su casa. Mi amigo vuelve. Mis amigos vuelven. Mis amigos y yo volvemos. We return. Okay. We also have the verb soñar, to dream. Sueño, sueñas, sueña. Soñamos, sueñan. We have contar, to tell a story or to tell a joke. All right. O to UE. It's an AR verb. Let's try, guys. Yo cuento. Tú cuentas. Él y usted cuenta. You can say el profesor cuenta chistes en la clase. All right. You can say he tells jokes. Cuenta. All right. All right. So let's run through that one. I tell a story. Try everybody. Cuento. Say it with me. Cuento. Tú cuentas. This could be also, by the way, to count as in uno, dos, tres. Okay? Like tú cuentas. Okay? All right. Lee usted. He tells a story or he counts. Cuenta. They have a thing in Spanish talking for encouraging Latinos to vote, and it says tu voto cuenta. Tu voto si cuenta, I think it says. Your vote counts. Okay? So tu voto cuenta. Your vote counts. All right. Lee usted. All right. Cuenta. We count, or we tell stories. Travery contamos. Contamos chistes. Vosotros contáis. Back to the boot. Ellos ustedes cuentan. All right. So once again, this is another O to UE shifter. Notice, everybody, it's an AR verb, contar. Notice the endings. O, as, a, amos, ais, and an. So the O goes to UE, right? Cuento, cuentas, cuenta. Contamos, contáis, cuentan. All the ones in the shoe or the boot within the red, they're the ones that have that shift, that stem change. For all this, you can also refer to the notes that Jacqueline placed in our group. She took some really good notes, so you guys can refer to that. Also, I sent you guys a video. All right, let's talk about E to IE stem changers. We have querer, empezar, comenzar, entender, preferir, pensar. Let's do an easy one first. To think, pensar. By the way, we have an English word, pensive. If you're deep in thought, you're pensive, looking very pensive. All right, try to very pensar. Maybe Vice President Pence thinks before he speaks a lot, so there you go. Pensar, okay? Think. Pensativo, pensive, means thoughtful. Pensar. E to IE. Say it with me, everybody. Yo, I think. Yo, would be penso, like in Italian? No. Spanish has the shift. I think. Yo, E to IE shifter. Yo, pienso. Say it with me, everybody. Pienso. Tú piensas. AR verb after all. Lee usted piensa. Okay, now you got to the boot. Pensamos, pensáis. Ellos, ustedes piensan. All right, folks. So again, E to IE. All right. Pensar. It is, after all, an AR verb. So the endings o, as, a, amos, ais, and an. But you have a stem changer, E to IE. All right. Pienso, piensas, piensa. And then they think ellos, ustedes piensan. So all the ones, yet again, in the so-called boot or the shoe. All right. This is where you have a stem change, E to IE. Pienso, piensas, piensa, pensamos, piensan. Skipping over nosotros. You might see on your test, mi amigo blank en español. Mi amigo Latino, my Hispanic friend, he thinks in Spanish, right? Maybe if you remember Carlos from class. Carlos, it'd be like saying L or he, right? Carlos blank en español. Carlos piensa en español. Or tú piensas en inglés. Yo pienso en francés. Rodrigo piensa en francés. Now Rodrigo and I think in French sometimes. Rodrigo y yo pensamos. Yo soy también profesor de francés. Pensamos en francés. Ellos y ustedes piensan en francés. Okay? So again, you might see something like this. Mis estudiantes, I can't remember exactly if I put this on there, but this would be an example. Mis estudiantes, my students, think in English, right? In English. Mis estudiantes, or ellos. Think about what you're going to put there, okay? Mis estudiantes, blank, in English. Pensar. Mis estudiantes piensan en inglés. Mis estudiantes, or ellos, piensan en inglés. Okay? All right, some of the other ones we have querer. All right, let's run through it. Yo, remember I want Taco Bell? There was a commercial in the 90s, and early 2000s. Yo quiero Taco Bell. All right, querer. E to IE, once again. Yo quiero Taco Bell. Or yo quiero visitar España. Maybe you feel like visiting Spain. You could say yo deseo, but it's more common to say yo quiero. Quiero visitar España. Tú quieres. Q-U-I-E-R-E-S. Tú quieres. Lee usted quiere. Okay. Nosotros queremos. Vosotros queréis. Back to the boot. They want. Ellos, ustedes quieren. Okay. So here again, yet again, you have the shift for all of them in the so-called boot or the shoe. All right. So through it again. I want. Yo quiero. Yo quiero Taco Bell was the ad. All right. Tú quieres. Él y usted quiere. Queremos. Queréis. Ellos, ustedes quieren. Okay. We also have the verb entender. Similar pattern. Okay, let's try it, everybody. Entiendo. Entender, the middle E is going to change. I understand. Say it with me, everybody. Entiendo. All right. Tú entiendes. Remember, keep your ends of the verbs the same as you normally would. Él y usted entiende. All right. Let's review that. Yo entiendo el español. Yo entiendo el portugués. Okay, I told you about how my husband is from Brazil, so I would say yo entiendo el portugués because it's really similar to Spanish. Okay, I understand Portuguese without too much trouble. Entiendo. One more time, everybody. Entiendo. Tú entiendes. Él y usted entiende el italiano. For example, he or she understands Italian. Entiende el italiano. All right. ¿Cómo se dice we understand? What do you guess for that one? We understand. No stem change for nosotros, right? Entender, think like comer, beber. Entender, entendemos. You guys understand? Entendéis. Remember I told you the joke in class. Me gusta contar chistes, right? And then finally, back to the shift. Ellos, ustedes, entienden. Entienden, okay? Entiendo, entiendes, entiende, entendemos, entienden. So again, all the shifters happen in the boot. Know what I'm talking about? Okay, muy bien. We also have preferir. We'll just do a couple here. Prefiero. That second E is shift. Prefiero. Prefieres. Prefiere. Preferimos. Preferís. Back to the boot. Prefieren. Prefirien. I'm bad at spelling out loud, but you get the idea. Prefirien. Prefieren. Okay? Empezar and comenzar, they both mean to begin or to start. Let's try that one together, everybody. Empiezo. That middle E changes, right? Empiezo, empiezas, empieza. Okay, ¿a qué hora empieza la clase? All right. Empezar, to begin, right? Again, I'm underlining that E there, the middle E. Second E is when it changes. All right, maybe I start my homework in class. Try everybody. Empiezo. Tú empiezas. It's an AR verb. By the way, in Spain, and I think in Latin America too, they kind of put a little dash through the Z like that, okay? So try everybody, empiezo, empiezas, empieza, it begins, or also he or she begins, empieza. Okay, we begin, try everybody, empezamos. In Spain, empezáis, don't worry about that one though. Okay, back to the boot, ellos empiezan. So yet again, I'm underlining all the ones where we have this shift. Okay, empiezo, empiezas, empieza. Empiezo, empiezas, empieza, empezamos, empezáis, empiezan. If I'm talking about like what time does class start, right? Nuestra clase es a las 11 or empieza a las 11. Termina a las 11:50 el lunes, el miércoles y el viernes. Pero empieza. Okay, we begin homework. Sometimes we start homework in class, right? We work on the workbook together a little bit. Empezamos. See, this one doesn't have a stem change, nosotros, right? It's out of the boot, right? Empezamos. All right. Let's do comenzar. Same thing. Okay. Try everybody. Comienzo. Comienzas. Comienza. Comenzamos. Don't worry about it. Comenzáis. They begin. Comienzan. Okay. I realize this is tedious, by the way, guys. Just a lot of stuff. I don't think the book does a good job about teaching stem changers, so that's why I'm doing it this way. All right, comenzar, I, E shifter. One more time. Comienzo, it's a ZO. Comienzo, comienzas, comienza, comenzamos, comenzáis, comienzan. You can tell I'm getting a little tired now after almost an hour of doing this. Estoy aburrido, estoy cansado. I'm sure you guys are too, but whatever. All right. All right, now there are only three that we have to talk about. E to I shifters. Okay, E to I. There aren't very many of these. You see them there in your book. Let's talk about servir. That's an easy one. Servir, to serve. I didn't talk about jugar. Jugar is the only verb, by the way, where you have a U going to UE. The only verb in the entire language where this happens. El único verbo. Okay, jugar. Juego, juegas, juega, jugamos, jugáis, juegan. Okay, so this one is not very common. This is the only one, right? Juego, and then juegas, juega. Okay, it's an AR verb after all. Juego, juegas, juega, jugamos, jugáis, juegan. Okay, don't worry about this one though. All right, let's go back to servir. There are not that many that behave this way, but servir, to serve. Okay, E to I. All right. So there are very few verbs. We'll talk about servir, pedir, and repetir. Okay, E to I. All right, I serve. Try everybody. Sirvo. Okay, so if I have a party, I serve hot food to my friends. Sirvo comida. Sirvo. S-I-R-V-O. Two. Sirves. L-A-U-S-T. Sirve. Notice for all these examples, guys. E to I. All right, E to I. Sirvo. Sirves. Sirve. All right, ¿cómo se dice we serve? What do you think? Remember, nosotros does not have the shift. So just treat it like you normally would, like escribir or vivir, right? Servimos. Servimos. Vosotros servís. Ellos, ustedes, they serve. Sirven. All right? E to I. Okay? Hopefully you can see how this works. Okay? Sirvo. Sirves. Sirve. Servimos, servís, sirven, E to I shifter. Okay? You're going to see a real similar pattern with pedir. Pedir is an important verb. Pedir, to request or to order something. Like if you're in a restaurant and you order food, right? You'd say like yo pido el postre or pido la pasta, right? So it's going to follow a similar pattern. E to I. All right? Pedir, to request or to ask for, to order. E to I. Try everybody. Pido. P-I-D-O. Pido. Two. Pides. P-I-D-E-S. L-A usted. Pide. Notice in all these, E to I. Pido. Pides. Pide. All right. We request, we order. Pedimos. Try everybody. Pedimos. Pedis. Piden. Perfecto. All right. And then with repetir, you have repito, repites. All right. So you have a similar pattern here, right? Repito. Repites. Repite. Repetimos. Repiten. E to I shift for repetir. Okay? To repeat. Put up and down this time. Repito, repites, repite, repetimos, and then ellos, ustedes, repiten. So if you see on your test, students repeat the vocab. All right? Los estudiantes or ellos repiten el vocabulario. Okay? Muy bien. All right, that's enough for stem changers. Okay, I have some examples. I serve, and try to do this real fast. Then we'll talk about culture, and then we'll be done. All right? I serve hot food. Yo, I guess think as yo, sirvo, S-I-R-V-O, sirvo. All right? She orders dessert. Ella pide el postre. Right? Yo sirvo la comida. Ella pide el postre. You can run. You're able to run. Poder. Tú puedes correr. Keep the infinitive correr. Right? You're able to run. You can run. Like you can run, but you can't hide, right? Tú puedes correr. Correr. Okay, muy bien. Or if you're talking about Usain Bolt, él puede correr rápidamente. Michael Phelps puede nadar rápidamente. Okay. All right, we play with our video games. Jugar. Remember that one is not one that shifts. We play. Try everybody. Jugamos. Jugamos. Perfecto. All right. I want Taco Bell. Yo, I want Taco Bell from Querer. Yo quiero Taco Bell. Right? Shifter. Number 6. I have some of these written out here. El Chico. He wants to visit Madrid. El Chico. He wants to visit Madrid. El Chico quiere visitar Madrid. Mi amigo quiere visitar Madrid. Okay? He wants to visit. 7. They think in Spanish. Ellos, they think in Spanish. Piensan en español. Ellos piensan en español. Okay? How about the students start their homework in class? You could use either comenzar or empezar. In any case, though, it's ellos is your subject, right? Los estudiantes empiezan su tarea en clase, or with comenzar, comienzan. Either one. In my opinion, empezar is a little more common than comenzar, so when I speak Spanish, I use empezar more often, but you can use them interchangeably, okay? So empiezan, I put a dash from my Z, empiezan or comienzan la tarea, su tarea. I sleep 8 hours per night with dormir. What do you guys think? Yo, you might see something like this on your test. Yo duermo. O-D-U-E, duermo. Yo duermo 8 horas por noche. Or ella duerme, right? Number 10, you return home, right? Tú with volver. Tú blank a tu casa a las 8 de la noche. Tú vuelves. Remember, V's can be like B's. Vuelves, right? Vuelves a tu clase. Tú vuelves a tu casa a las 9, a las 8 de la noche, a medianoche, a las 11:30, lo que sea. Whatever, okay? Perfecto. Okay. Some culture stuff real fast. I want you to read over and refer to when you're doing the culture bit on your homework, on your final, no, your chapter 4 test. I want you to review pages 150, especially page 150. But stuff about Spain. Here's some of the highlights. Okay, Spain obviously is in Europe. España está en Europa. In la Península Ibérica, it shares the Iberian Peninsula with Portugal. Okay, once upon a time, it was part of the Roman Empire. They called it Iberia or Iberia. All right, that's why locally you have the Ibero-American Action League, right? So it was called Iberia or Iberia. All right. Then, excuse me. All right, just allergies. Don't worry. No estoy enfermo. Okay. Anyway. All right. Anyway, modern Spain. All right. Since the 15th century, you had Ferdinand, Isabella. They married. They united Castile and Aragon, and they kind of basically started building modern Spain and everything. Then you have the empire, El Imperio Español. Obviously, you had Columbus. You had exploration. They had a big, huge empire. They had every continent except for Antarctica. They had colonies there, all over the place. Let's see. So until 1898, they had their empire. One of the famous works of fiction is Don Quixote de la Mancha. Okay, and the show Men of La Mancha, if you've ever heard of that, Don Quixote de la Mancha is based on that. Okay, that was written by a guy called Miguel de Cervantes. Although in Spain, they have, with their accent, they say Cervantes as if it were a th. Cervantes. Say it with me. Miguel de Cervantes. Cervantes. Okay. Don Quixote. It's a guy with an impossible dream. Okay. You've heard the song "To Dream the Impossible Dream," maybe. So anyway, he's an idealist and he's traveling around trying to kind of be like a knight, rescuing people and stuff like that. It's a long story, but anyway. That's a famous novel, right? Don Quixote de la Mancha by Cervantes. Okay, so you have Madrid, the capital, modern capital. You have some other famous cities, other large cities like Barcelona. Barcelona is the capital of the region of Catalonia, which wants to become independent from the rest of Spain. They speak a separate language there, by the way, called Catalan. But anyway, some of the other cities, you have Toledo, you have Salamanca, you have in the south, you have Sevilla, or in English we call it Seville. That's our favorite city in Spain. You have Valencia along the eastern coast there, along the Mediterranean. Valencia, south of Barcelona. Granada, I took a summer class in Granada one time. Also in the south, in Andalusia or Andalusia, you have Malaga, where I took a group of students there a few years ago. All right, they're part of the European Union, so they use the euro right now. They have about 40 million people. 40 millones is their approximate population. Some of the famous artists, you have Picasso, Pablo Picasso, you have Francisco de Goya, you have Salvador Dali, you have this guy called El Greco. He was from Greece, and he became a famous artist in Spain, so they call him El Greco. All right. You have a lot of Arabic influence in the south. You had the Moors, Los Moros, during the Middle Ages, who were there, and they were Muslim, and they kind of held a lot of parts of Spain until 1492. It's a really long story, but you have a huge Arabic influence in some of the language and the food, and especially the architecture of the south. Okay, en la arquitectura hay una gran influencia árabe. Okay, una influencia árabe. Some of the languages, we talked about this in class, el castellano, Castilian Spanish, which is what you guys have been learning in our class. All right, you have also el catalan, which is a language, kind of a mashup of French and Spanish around Barcelona, basically. Capital of Catalonia, which wants to become independent. So about 70%, 75% of the people speak Castilian as their first language, el castellano, which is, by the way, the language that was brought to Latin America with the colonizers, okay? Another regional language, you have Gallego or Galician in English, but we call it Gallego in Spanish. And this is kind of in the northwest of Spain, kind of near Portugal. It's kind of a mashup of Portuguese and Spanish. You could even argue that Gallego is maybe even almost like a dialect of Portuguese, okay? For example, my husband's from Brazil. They speak Portuguese in Brazil. My husband can understand Gallego because it's really close to Portuguese. Anyway, you also have the Basque language, or El Vasco, Basquense. Sometimes people also call it that. The Basque language, that's a really interesting language. It's a regional language and kind of on the border, the mountainous area, the Pyrenees, Los Pirineos, around between France and Spain. And the Basque language is a language which is completely unrelated to any other European language. Nobody knows where it came from. The Basque it was sort of it's not even part of the Indo-European language group. The Basque it was just there kind of as an indigenous language. And then when the Romans came in, the Roman Empire, they conquered everywhere else. And, Spanish and Portuguese, Catalan, Gallego, Castellano, they all were descended from vulgar Latin, okay? But the Basque language is not at all related to those, so nobody really knows where it comes from. Anyway, these are official languages in Spain. The majority of people speak Castilian or Spanish, as you guys would know it, but there's also Catalan, Gallego, and El Vasco, okay? All right. Also, their system of government, they have a constitutional monarchy. We talked about this in class. Una monarquía constitucional. They have kind of a balance of power. The king, the royal family is kind of a figurehead family thing a little bit. And you have King Felipe IV. Until a few years ago, you had Juan Carlos Borbón, but now you have King Felipe. He's about 50, and he's a pretty cool guy, in my opinion. Their current president is called Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, center-left guy. Kind of like Obama, maybe. No, not as cool, maybe. Anyway, all right, folks, have a great day. Hopefully this helps you with your test. Sorry it's so long. Hope it helps. Adios.